Hi guys, today I will start to show you the basics of Fusion. In my opinion, the most important thing in learning any software is to have a good base, to understand really crucial steps, to understand really crucial features of the software. As it was on my Rhino tutorials channel, I'm going to provide you right now the best way to start to understand the software. So basically Fusion, as I said, is a cloud-based system where you've got the base data panel. Anything what you create and save is going to be saved here, and you can always go back to that folder, to that project, and open it and work it. So I've got some tutorials I've made in Rhino and use it here, but I'm going to show you the features of it. So basically here you've got a user interface where you can actually work. Here you've got a Workspaces. So what's the Workspaces? Is something what is crucial about the type of modeling or type of using Fusion. In this, there are a couple of ways of using Fusion. In this way, in this mode, you can model. You can just make your design basically. In patch mode, you can also make design by using like a surfacing, more like a Rhino modeling. Here is something new. You can just bend a sheet of metal and send it to a producer to make some boxes or some advanced stuff. And there's also in model mode something called Scout, which is very great. And this is actually you can go in a separate type of modeling. This is like a very organic modeling where you can basically sculpt. You can extend your surfaces and play it like totally freaky. In some ways this is very similar to 3D Max or Maya or some software like that. Basically the modeling mode, which is that one, is nothing else than Inventor, because the Fusion 360, as a name indicate, is a fusion of three softwares. In my opinion, it's a fusion of Inventor and also fusion of T-splines, which used to be a plugin to Rhino T-splines, and also there is another software which is called Autodesk Showcase, which is a render platform. Of course, there's another couple of more platforms, like animation, which helps you to show your design to the customer or to the investor. Simulations, where you can simulate if your design gonna be weakest linked or something like that. The CAM is great for prototyping. You can drill. You can basically make your prototypes, your model physical, yeah. And drawings, which is actually mode where you can make the blueprints for investors or for yourself to take a look. So basically that's very important to know a little bit of what is each of the modes. You mostly use modeling and rendering, and also sometimes patching. As you probably know, I'm Rhino modeler, so the best surfacing for me is Rhino and alias design. So there are gonna be some tutorials I will spend at each mode and get more detail about this. Today, the first tutorials is about just the rough idea of what it is. Here you've got your tools. If you switch to the mode like a patch, the tools are changing, and each mode is different. So this is like a crucial. Yeah, the render is the very realistic, and I'm gonna tell you also about this. What's also important, Fusion have a browser here, so anything you create, any origin, anything you create gonna be placed here on your browser, yeah, and you can extend, you can see what's there, basically. Also, there is bar recording your history, so you can make some features, and you can change the volume, you can change the size of the circle, of the hole, anything, and it's gonna be changing all your design and so on. Here you've got your view settings, display settings, where you can declare what you'd like to see on your stage here on perspective. So the Fusion, it's very different than some softwares, because it's only one view. You can switch to 4 views, but it's not necessary. You can easily work on one view, just turning your view. You have to remember, if you don't have 3 mouse buttons, you have to use your roll to control with Shift. So if you press a Shift and then middle button, then you just rotate your perspective. Yeah, I've got a 3D manipulator, so I'm very lucky to have it, and it's easy for me to work on it. So basically, this is it for beginning. Go to the another part of my tutorial, and see we start to model a little bit, and start to be more familiar with the commands, with the buttons on mouse, and with the rest of very important stuff to model. So good luck and keep going.